All right, here we are live at the 27th Annual Snow and Ice Symposium in Pittsburgh. We are here with our title sponsor, Metal Pless. We're at their booth. They're giving away these great T-shirts to all existing customers and potential customers. I want to give a shout out to them for being our title sponsor and supporting the podcast. They've been nothing but generous, and we're here to help them today at the trade show. My colleague David is walking around the trade show here. I think he's going to give you some sights and sounds from the trade show, or maybe just sights. Yeah, there he is. He's moving around. He's got to be walking around like a bride coming down the aisle. He's got to go slow. You can't hear us, which is kind of funny, but a lot of great vendors here. Trade show floor was open all day today and as well as tomorrow. Just a great opportunity to speak with your vendor partners and learn more about what they can do to help your business. There's a number of classes that are offered throughout the day. If you haven't been to a SIMA Symposium in the past, you should definitely put it on your calendar. It's typically this third week of the month in June, and I tell you what, there's a lot of great people here. We met some new friends last night that we're going to collaborate with and talk with and learn more about how they operate their business and how we might be able to help them. And they can also figure out how to help Dave and I a little bit, because we could use some help. I think I'm getting it. He's coming in. He's coming into the camera now. Here he comes. There he is. Yes, you made it.
I made
What's
it.
up,
Isn't
buddy?
That great? This is
What's
great.
up, buddy?
Oh man, this is awesome. Hey, we're meeting for the first time.
Hey, this is it. Oh, we did it the other day.
Well, yeah.
Well, that was we got that on tape.
We did. That's gonna be exciting. We're gonna show that. We're gonna show that in a minute. That's when we first met up here. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was one of those chance meets in the lobby. I was waiting for a lobby beer. Anybody ever have a lobby beer? Lobby beer is when the bar is closed, but they still have beers in the little cabinet or the little convenience center. So we enjoyed one of those and got to know each other.
It was amazing. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
The first handshake.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. So good.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So we got a great show today. We're going to continue to chat about the show a little bit. We're going to talk about our experience. We got a couple guests. I think we're going to bring one of our guests in right away, right?
We are.
We're going to talk about SIMA first.
Yeah, and I think it's a really great opportunity. That's right. It's a great opportunity to be here supporting, of course, our alliance partner, SIMA. And so we're just super stoked, not only for Metal Pless to be doing what they're doing with us on the show, but for us to support the SIMA Foundation. And, they've got these great cards that they've been promoting around the show here with the SIMA Foundation. Again, really in tune with what we're doing with the show to give back to the trade, to help support, mentor, grow, and teach the next generation. And, I like the three words that SIMA uses. They say opportunity, research, and awareness. Those three key words that define what they're doing. And so they're really looking to provide even scholarships for the next generation to support industry leaders that need support financially even to come into the industry. And so we're excited through awareness and through research to do this and to have SIMA on board with us. And it's a lot of fun. And of course, as what we're doing with the show, right? It just speaks to who we are. And so this is a lot of fun.
Couldn't be more excited to be here. Just getting to know people, meeting new friends, but also learning about what's going on in the industry. The industry is moving really quickly. There's a lot of changes going on. There's a lot of companies investing a lot into the industry to make it better for all of us as contractors. And really, it's what it's all about. It's just these great partnerships that exist.
Yeah, very much so. I'm amazed when I look at the trade show floor and I just see the year-over-year innovation and development that we're seeing, right? The one thing that's always fascinated me is that it's the industry that's innovating. It's not someone else that's innovating for the industry. It's the industry itself that's doing the innovation. I think that's fascinating. Yeah. I think that's something that's a testimony to our trade, to our industry, and to what we do.
Well, you can't see it right now, but I got my foot up on a Metal Pless. You can kind of see my knee now. I got my foot up on a Metal Pless 24, 28. Is that what they are?
Yeah, 24, 28.
But these guys are showing off all their new stuff. I think we're going to get a chance to talk to Jason and tell us what he's going to tell us a little bit what he's got that's going on. But it's just amazing to be associated with this group. Like I said in the kickoff, they've been super supportive of this podcast, and we want to continue to give back to our alliance partners, to our supporting partners, into the industry in general. So
Yeah.
we've got a friend that we spent some time with last night.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to bring him in and
Absolutely.
See how he does?
We're having some fun here at the show, and we wanted to make sure we bring in one of our industry friends, Dan Sneller.
Oh,
welcome, Dan Sneller. Hey, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's good to have you, man.
Maybe get past the mic back.
Yeah. We'd love to pass the mic. Tell us a bit about who you are, where you're from, and what you do, man.
Dan Sneller. Grew up in the industry. My folks started the business in '84 when I was 1 year old. So grew up mowing lawns in the neighborhood, working for the company from a young age. Went to college for this line of work and bought the family business along with my brother back in '09.
Love that.
That's
15
great.
years ago
What
now.
a great story. Wow.
Been blessed with a great team and a lot of growth since then. We're in West Michigan, got 3 branches in Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, and Lansing.
Wow.
That is special.
And how many people do you have with you today? You have a couple of you.
Year-round full-timers in the summer, we're about 90 people, give or take.
Wow.
And in the winter, of course, that swells with a lot of snow removal, seasonal workers, and service providers. So on a real busy day, we can be upwards of 400 people out there moving snow.
Wow.
So
400 people. Wow.
That's a lot of manpower.
That's great.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a great team that keeps it organized, so makes it a joy.
What did you feel like? You came to the show. We met a couple of your workers last night. Some great guys. We had a lot of laughs. What was the intention of bringing them to the show, and what did you think they possibly would get out of it? And what would you think you would get out of coming to the show?
So, I myself, I've probably been to about 13 of these over the past 20 years.
Yep.
David and I have been friends for 15 years or so now.
Yeah,
that's
met through the snow industry.
Yeah.
Billy and I, we just met for the first time yesterday. So that's part of it. Is the education is really good, but what I find most of the value comes from is their relationships, the conversations in the hallway.
Sure.
The people we have dinner with, meeting new connections, makes for a year-round support system when we're running into questions and things in our daily life. So just those connections, and then the ongoing follow-up meetings that we can have. A lot of times our team will go to another company and spend a day with them, or invite another company to come meet with us, bring their leadership team to meet with our leadership team for a day.
Kind of like peer group, like connections. That's good.
So our group meeting with their group, and then break into smaller sessions, our sales with their sales, our ops managers with their ops managers. And
I like that a lot.
Those relationships often start in an event like this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can really get into the nuts and bolts and business specific questions and what's worked well for you, and this is how it works for us, because 50 contractors will do things 50 ways, and it's amazing how many differences there are between different markets.
Love it.
So
last night we had some laughs. As I said, that's what it's all about. I like to have fun, but I think we connected with each other on a couple of things that you guys were doing maybe already, and I was doing my business at Outdoor Pride. But tell us a little bit about what you might have picked up from dinner last night.
Yeah, so part of that conversation was sales related. And that goes back to your previous question that I didn't really answer yet. Why did I bring these guys?
That's okay. No, sorry.
So the group that came with me this year is 2 of our salesmen.
Okay, great.
And they've been to SIMA 2 years ago with me. We didn't make it last year, but it's good because, of course, the industry education. So a salesman can be more educated about what they're selling. There's a lot of ways we can do that internally, and also SIMA plays a big role in that.
Yeah.
Also, it's great for them to be able to connect with other sales reps that are working within the industry and learning from each other. Last night was a great opportunity because you're the sales manager in your department. David has a lot of experience with that. Of course, I'm always coaching and mentoring and sharing my perspective, but they can really benefit, and I benefit from sharing ideas with you, and hopefully that's mutual.
Yeah,
so
it was definitely mutual.
We're all dealing with a lot of similar challenges, and you guys do things that we haven't thought of, or maybe you're doing things that we know we should but hadn't yet, so there's encouragement there.
Yeah.
So that's just part of the many benefits.
I always like to say the same problems, just a different address, or the same challenges, just a different address, right? So we can work together. Oh, they go. They're giving stuff away.
I love it.
That's what we're doing here.
You know,
we're doing this live.
Isn't that great?
one of the things that you shared is that we get together as companies and we learn from each other. Someone said something to me today which really stood out to me, and that might help a little bit. One thing that stood out to me today was a comment that was made that there's no egos here. No one has any egos. Everybody's in this together. We're all coming from different shapes and sizes, but we're all in this together and we're learning from each other. And I think that's really cool. I think that's a testament to our industry, to our trade, to our profession, that we can learn from each other, give, right, and receive, right? We're giving and receiving. And we just have so much to learn, right? There's so much value in being here.
So much, yeah, for sure. What's something that you guys picked up maybe in some of the classroom sessions? I know there's been a bunch of classroom sessions. Anything you'd like to take back to your business you thought about?
I have a lot of notes because I'm not always real good at recalling that in real time.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
I mean, one of the things from last night was your 30, 60, 90 program.
Sure.
So definitely noted that for future reference.
Yeah.
We have 5 full-time account managers within that department that really take good care of our clients. They do a lot of that very well, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
So the way you have more formal structure was something of interest and something that we talked about.
Yeah.
So back at the home office, our sales department and our account managers are different departments, but of course work very closely together. And we're having internal discussions about how can we add to and improve that process so that the onboarding goes smoother, the transitions between new sales and then into the account management department. How can we make that smoother, which will benefit the clients and benefit our office as we have a smoother transition, and ops once they get to the site.
Yeah.
Want to make sure they have all the questions and the information that they need to be successful.
Sales and ops on the same page, right? That's
Right.
like the largest challenge in our industry, I think, is the salespeople have a lot of excitement and energy around selling a new job. They have to have the same excitement and energy around transitioning that to the ops team, making sure they have all the tools and facts and information to build the job successfully, or maintain it, or plow it, or whatever it may be. So,
So they uncover the pain and frustrations, but then they don't communicate that to ops, and ops can't deliver on it. Now you have a frustrated new client.
And a frustrated ops team, because when you're making the ops team swim upriver, they're like, I don't even know why we're doing this job, right? So we're trying to figure that out. So,
it's very true. That whole relationship of the, I like to call it clean handoff.
Clean,
right?
Yeah.
We want clean handoffs. It's like a good football pass, right?
Yeah.
You want a clean underpass or a clean throw, anything in sports, right? With baseball, hockey, whatever it is, right? We want clean passing, right? And I think that's one of the struggles we have as organizations are these clean passes, these clean handoffs. And I say it's something that for us too as an organization, we continue to work on, right? And we're making sure that our systems and processes are in place for these clean handoffs. And it shows the client that they've hired the best company.
Yeah.
Right. It shows the client, right? And when they have that good experience up front, they know, right, they've made a good decision.
No, it couldn't be said better. What's the challenges you have maybe at home? Some of the things that your business is facing that you might want to make some adjustments to. I know we've had some challenging weather seasons, snow totals. That's always a factor. But anything to share with the listeners, what you guys might be doing to battle that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, like you mentioned, we've had some late winters, and that's true of a lot of us. So, but I can't change that one.
Yeah.
So some challenges I mentioned, that transition process.
Yep.
So we have a process for that. It's been working pretty well, but we've been recognizing that there's ways that we can improve that more. What we run into is new client comes on board. They say, yep, I want to go with Sneller. I think they got a solution to these unresolved service issues that I've been having, the frustrations, etc. So they come on board, they sign the paperwork, and now we want to bring the account managers in, and sales rep introduce the account manager, make sure we got all the additional questions that need to be answered, etc. Good transition moving forward. But at that point, if we haven't set the stage for that, new client thinks, well, I signed a contract, I'm good to go, I don't have time to meet, I'm busy, just take care of it.
Sure.
Well, now we're left with unresolved questions about who to send the invoice to and things that the sales reps didn't gather. So part of this process improvement is going to be setting the stage for that early on. So I say, here's a graphical illustration of what our process looks like. This is where we are now. There's going to be a transition meeting.
Yeah.
So we're setting the stage for that now. Don't tell me you're too busy later, because that's what makes it successful for all of us as we move forward.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
One example that comes to mind.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. I think we got another guest. We got our guest that's hosting us here today. Right?
Yeah, that's
Our
right.
title
That's right.
sponsor.
That's right. Well, we're excited to have Dan on board. Dan, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
it's been such a joy to have you. We got these cool mics.
Yeah,
for
these
the
are
show,
great.
which is kind of neat. We got to pass them around a little bit. We
Yeah.
didn't get enough mics, I guess, but
Yeah.
we're really glad to have you here, man. Thanks for your insight and for sharing with us today. Yeah, it's really great, man.
Great to have you.
All the best.
Yeah.
This coming winter too.
We'll see you.
All the best to you and your team.
Yeah. Cheers.
Jason, we want to keep the conversation going.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Man, what
You
an
know
amazing
me.
show, man! Right?
I
This
never
is
stop
so
chatting,
great.
Never stop
Yeah.
talking.
Hey, and we're so excited to be here at the booth, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Doing
hold
this special feature, right, of
Yeah.
the Sales Talk Show at the Metal Pless booth here at SIMA. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
And
of fun.
so we're excited
Yeah.
to hear about your experience at the show right now. Today, of course, was the big day, the ribbon cutting for the Trade Show Florida Open. Big day for you and your team. So
Yeah.
we would love to hear just how the experience has gone, what has happened, maybe just some reflections from today. And I know tomorrow as well is another opportunity for more.
Yeah, so I mean, today was just absolutely amazing. We kind of went all in this year. We've invested a little more than we normally do, up to the point of having this amazing contest that we're giving away a live box. You come to the booth and you scan a QR code. We give you a free shirt, put it on, and we're raffling off a live box tomorrow at the end of the show. So some lucky snow fighter will get a 12-foot, 8-foot live box, $12,000 value.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we're real happy
That's
about that.
amazing.
And today,
That's
well,
something.
there was a lot of traffic.
Wow.
You know, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming in, and some new faces. That's what I like, right? You see some new people, people that have heard of you but have never met you. They want to come by, see the product. So that was really interesting to see all those new possibilities.
It's great to see the products. Just I was saying, I put my foot up on this pusher here. We're in the booth. We're literally in the booth.
Yeah,
But
I love it.
you guys got some new stuff going on. I see some new stuff around the corner here. It looks like I know the trucking mounted unit's been around for a bit, but you guys are really moving that into the market now. Is that true?
Yeah, that's correct. So, I mean, we had the Pickup Max model available in Canada for quite a while, and in the U.S. it's never been available since the beginning. And a lot of people asked us, and we listened. We turned it around. We got the correct information and the correct product and the subframes necessary. So for your pickup trucks 4,500, 5,500, we have a blade for it, the subframe included. We're also redesigning a new lighter blade for your 3,500s for next year, 2025.
Wow.
So a whole lot of new stuff. We just keep on innovating. That's our thing, right? We innovate. People come by and say, hey, what's new? Everything. We're always innovating something new.
Yeah.
I think it's a testament to Metal Pless and your commitment to your customers. It's for us in being in our businesses too, right? Being in the service industry, you're really, yes, you're making a product, but you're meeting a need. You're servicing your client, right? And through a product, right? Through a resource that we need, right? As contractors. But I just think it's a beautiful thing. It's about listening. It shows the commitment to customer experience, right? And to ensuring that we're delivering success for our clients. And we have to do that through innovation. For us as service providers to our clients, we have to always ask ourselves, how can we do better? And what does our customer need, right? And how do we listen better and adapt to the ever-changing needs of our clients? And I think that's a real testament to what you're doing here at Metal Pless.
I mean, and we're lucky to have the customer base that's very loyal to us and that comes to us and shares their experience. I mean, not every company has a friendship relationship with their customers like we have. I mean, the proof is between you and I, and I have that with thousands of other companies out there and customers. So having that relationship and the friendship and talking with and understanding and listening, then you can bring that back and make the product better. And the better it is for you, and the better it is for you, the better it is for me. So
it really is like a family.
It
right?
is.
When
The Metal Pless family.
You think about the Metal Pless family, and you come to somebody and you say, how would you want to treat a family member? You'd want to be able to be trusting, honest, have some integrity. And when the questions are brought to you, it's not like, oh, it's just another vendor, another client, don't worry about it. You guys take it in and you really work that information through your innovation departments. The interesting thing is, I take in my sales process, I talk about the live edge technology to my customers. I'm out there explaining your technology to the end user, which is great because it is a differentiator. The way we use the Metal Pless equipment and the way we're able to use less salt and get a better scrape to make the property safer. That's all about what you guys have been designing and implementing for the last, however many years, 30 years? Metal
Since
Pless?
1976.
Yeah. So even more. Yeah. So congrats to you guys for doing it right and getting it right, and being a real pillar in the industry. So
Yeah,
really appreciate
we're
that.
all about clearing the way to a safer environment. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the beauty of what right the mantra is, the goal, right? And you're hitting on a key point too there, Billy, where we have a role to play with our clients to make sure that we're educating them and helping them know, right, how we are advancing and improving the experience for them and ensuring that their properties are safer, cleaner, right? And and looking to the future, right? We're not just working on today, we're working on tomorrow. And that is cool.
Yeah.
Jason, we're excited to have you on the show today again.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
This is
once
amazing.
again.
It's so
Right in the
wonderful. Such a
booth.
pleasure,
Yeah,
right?
Thanks. I appreciate
Thank you.
it. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the show, and
yeah, absolutely.
let's have some fun.
Thanks to you guys. Thanks to everyone else.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Love it.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
We'll see you
Appreciate it.
again.
Yeah, thanks. Oh man, that was awesome.
You know,
he's such a cool breeze. A guy that you walk up to, and he's
true.
Like, I haven't seen him in a year.
Yeah.
And we talked on Zoom calls, but to see him face to face, you come up, you give him a hug, and he's just very, very natural about it.
I think it's a testament to commitment. It's a testament to the experience, the background, and to really knowing who you are.
Yeah.
For us as sales professionals, every time I go into a client meeting, I always go in reminding myself of who I am. I know who I am. I know what I am, why I exist.
Yeah.
Right. And I know what I'm bringing. And I think that is something that is every single time I always know those three things.
Yeah.
It's so important, right?
Well, we were here as we were setting up for the show, and there was a client, obviously a client that has this unit, and they were pointing something out, and they were banging it and kicking it, and Jason had his head right in there. He was like, I want to hear it. I want to know what's going on. What are you talking about? So good for the organization to be able to that customer focused.
Yeah.
But it's just an awesome company to work with, and their support to us again has been great.
It's been tremendous.
The show.
Yeah,
How was the show?
Billy, I'd love to. Yeah, right. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the show. Right, we've had a really great time here.
Yeah,
it's such a dynamic show. I was actually reflecting on the fact that there's so many things happening through the day. Yeah. There's very little small bits of time between, and in those small bits of time, you're talking, you're connecting, you're networking, you're catching up on a few emails and phone calls. But really, actually, you don't have much time for that. It's everywhere you go, you're seeing someone that wants to talk, chat, talk.
I've had a few adult beverages in the evening, but during the day I'm drinking water the whole day because I feel like I'm going to lose my voice talking so much. Because I don't have a problem with talking. That's one thing that I don't think you do either. And we walk around the trade show floor, and it's tough for the two of us to walk together.
I like to say we're both extroverted. I mean, I'm sure you can know that from the show, but we wouldn't be doing this otherwise. But even extroverted guys need to take a break.
Yeah,
we were both setting up for the show in the lobby, and we were both like, man, we just need some time right now to gas up.
But, I mean, I had an opportunity to present.
You spoke this morning.
I spoke this morning at 9:30. Cheryl and the team, the committee that asked me to speak, and I was happy to do it. I mean, it's just another part of who I am, another part of this show, just giving back. So I hosted a panel. I moderated a panel of 3 unbelievable individuals that have made their way from team member to team leader.
What an incredible topic.
Oh, man, it was awesome. And the room was full. And, I surveyed the room to see who was in the room, to see who I'm speaking to. And there was a lot of managers and business owners in there. And I think what they took away was watching these 3 individuals, and they thought, wow, these 3 people exist at my company. But what am I doing for them to help them get to the next step, the next man up, the next person up? Yeah. So I think there was a great takeaway. I think we talked about one of the gentlemen made a comment and said, how would either of them think that management could support them more? And the comment was, show up for dispatch. They want to see leaders and executives and account managers and everybody besides op. At 6:30 in the morning, they want to see you there.
Yeah.
And I think that just shows the confidence that everybody's in it to win it, right? So that was a great opportunity. And then an hour later, I spoke on a great opportunity. I had a great opportunity to speak to the group about how to effectively put on a lunch and learn. And it was
a great topic.
Lunch and learns have been great for us. I think they're great for in general for anybody that's out there doing sales. If you can get in front of your customers for an hour and tell your story, and then have lunch with them and engage and network, I think it's a great opportunity to learn more about what your customer needs from you and what you could provide to them. It kind of gets a lot of information on the table. So those are two great. I haven't hit the trade show floor yet. We had a couple meetings while we were on property here. I got 5 people from my team here, so they're out there, walking the trade show floor, learn about the equipment. But yeah, it's been great. I'm hoping to get on the trade show floor a little bit tomorrow and go from there. How about yourself? What'd you think?
You know what? A lot of take homes, right? And just being here to, something that I think we often forget too is that when we fail in business, when we go through struggles or when we go through challenges, we need to always remember, even in sales, we're not going to win everything that we're pricing, right? We're not going to win every opportunity.
Mhm.
And I always, again, like to remind ourselves, it might not just be now, right? It's a not now.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean no, it means not now.
Mhm.
And I was in a negotiating talk where it was learning how to navigate the client conversation
Mhm.
and to really learn how to negotiate through the process
Really?
and to get to the decision makers and whatnot. And so there's more that we can talk about on future episodes about that, and that I'm excited to tap into. But your two topics that you talked about today couldn't be more relevant, right? We have a team member in our own business right now, who wants to grow. And so the question is, okay, what are we doing to ensure that our team members are set to grow? And we have multiple team members that want to grow.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that it's not just one person that's responsible for that either. And I think
It's
that was
everybody.
something that came out in the talk today too, was
Yeah.
it takes a more like a family, right? It takes the culture of the business to really help grow and mentor and train and coach up. It's not one person. It could be 2, it could be 3, it could be more.
Yeah.
And so I think we all have a role to play in coaching up our team members.
Mhm.
And on the other point of our clients, again, they want to learn from us.
Mhm.
They need to learn from us. We take it for granted that we think they know everything, and they don't. And so it's our job to teach, coach, and also mentor, train our clients on the things that they. So really, it's both ends, right?
Yeah, it is.
And so that's pretty cool. Well, this has been a special episode
This has been great.
that we've been excited to do here from SIMA, from the 27th show, and
it's quiet. It's quiet here now. The trade show's calming down a little bit.
We picked a good time to settle out, kind of to wind out this episode, and we're excited for the upcoming episode that we're going to be airing for July.
In July, yeah.
We're just so thrilled. John Tassinari. I had the privilege of meeting John the other day.
Yeah.
He did not know, but that he was receiving the Salesman of the Year award.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Yeah,
and we're going to have John on the next episode. So that's really exciting.
Nicholas you're going to be on with us.
And Nicholas as well, our business development manager.
A couple of Italians.
Hey, that's true, right?
We've got an American and a Canadian, and there's no lines there. They're just 2 Italians.
I better make sure we got some good food ready to go.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a meatball tasting.
Yeah, there you go, right? But
and
that's the beauty of the next episode is we're talking about business development, what it takes to succeed, and what we need to be doing right now. It's go season.
Yep.
And so we're coming into July. We're at the end tail of all of the spring prospecting, and so we need to be taking care of all of our our July and August opportunities to be locking things in for the fall. So exciting episode coming up, right? Again, special thank you to Metal Pless.
The best.
For their support.
Our alliance partner, SIMA. SIMA has been really, really good to us as an alliance partner. Landscape Ontario, also very, very, very generous to us, wants to be part of the show, and we were excited to get more. We're going to see them in July.
Yeah, so on that note,
Symposium.
That's right. So end of July, a month from now.
Yeah.
We'll be in Toronto.
Yeah, we'll do it.
So,
Toronto,
here we go. Yeah, you like that, eh?
I do.
We're gonna convert you fully. I mean, you got your Newfoundland back.
Oh yeah, I got a little Newfie blood in me, but
right? Yeah.
I love the sorry.
That's right. That's right. I'm always sorry.
But we're not sorry. We're not sorry about this show.
No,
this was a great one.
No apologies.
We're really excited for the next one, but we've got some more show to take in. We've got some nice networking event tonight that we're going to. Client, the local business here is hosting, so we're going to get a chance to talk to some more people.
Yeah, more learning.
But as far as that's a wrap.
Yeah,
right?
I guess this is it.
Yeah,
I hear the vacuum cleaner's running.
Yeah, the vacuum cleaners are running. So we got to go.
That means we got to cut this one out.
Yeah.
So it was great episode. Great to have on our guests, and we'll see you at the next show.
See you later. Cheers.